Hi guys, and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is John from PC Blaze, and I hope you guys enjoyed the cinematic video of the ASUS build. Now, I make this video to show you guys what was done with the system. This is not the complete system yet. The cinematic video, of course, it's the complete version, but I want to make this to show you behind the scene how the system was made. So let's go for it. So the system comes with a dual loop system, and I'm not sure if you guys already figured out this. The first loop comes with the coolant called VUE from Primer Chill, and it's just to show up. So pretty much it's a closed loop. It goes inside the reservoir, it goes back to the pump, and it's circling all the way there. And you have this nice effect with the particle, you know, that it's moving. I will show you guys now something like this, you know. So you have something nice like this that it's moving inside the system. I like the video. And why you do something like that? The VUE, it's really particular coolant. You don't want the VUE that goes inside the radiator, then on the CPU block. It's too complex. It's gonna break down, and then you have to remove all the fittings after 5-6 months if you're lucky. You have to clean it up all of it's a mess. You don't want to do something like that. So what I thought, I say, okay, how we can have the effect of the VUE system without us tear down all the entire system. So I create this loop over here because there's enough space, so you have the nice effect, but it's not gonna affect you pretty much, because if this breaks down, it doesn't affect the performance of the system. So you can flush it out and, you know, and change it, or, you know, use as a reservoir for this, whatever you want to do. But I think it's a nice thing that I like it. And yeah, that's pretty much what I did. And then we have the second loop. This one, of course, is connected with the GPU, with the CPU, and with the two radiators, 360. So it works like the pump is pushing first on the water block. So it goes to this radiator, then cools down this one, goes back in this one, and then goes inside the water block, and from the water block goes inside the pump, and from the pump to the radiator. So it's a circle. That's the best way to keep the system at a nice temperature, because you don't wanna, it goes from here, then from here, and then inside here, and then to inside the block again, because it's gonna be hot water. So every time it comes out from the water block, you should go to the radiator, or first to the radiator, and then to the water block, and then to the radiator again. So between water blocks, it's always good you guys make a connection with the radiators. It's the best way to do it. So the cooling performance is going to be much better. And we're using also some of the fan from ASUS. I think it's called the MR120, as you can see. They're pretty nice fan, you know. And we have some on the top, and we will install those over here. There are some of this one are not the reverse one, but I will install the reverse one, so it's gonna push air inside. It's still gonna look nice. So the fan is gonna be, I don't like something like this, so it's gonna be always like that, and it's gonna be super nice. And then we have an exhaust fan over here, and yeah, pretty much. So as you figure out, we have a water block from Singularity Computers. It's an RTX 5090, and we have the AMD 9800 Extra D, and we have the motherboard from ASUS. I think that's pretty much it's the G version. It's not the full chip. It's not the 870E. It's the smaller one. But this system was just built for gaming. So if you build something for gaming, you don't need to spend $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 on a motherboard. Just buy the cheapest one, B70 or B60. I didn't recall how they call the chipset. And just stick with that if you're only playing. Now, if you do editing and stuff like that, you need more space, say you do server or whatever you do, then of course it makes more sense. But for gaming, this is plenty enough. And we have some Mantas Xfinity here. It's pretty nice, silver and white. And we have the ASUS ROG Tor. That's the last one. It's a number 3, and it's the white one. It's not available in the United States yet. I ordered from China. A friend of mine just shipped it to me, and I have to pay him a little bit of bucks to do me a favor because I really want to use this. I'm still waiting, but you know, if ASUS say it's gonna be available maybe in January, so, and he has those sense cable, 2-pin sense, who is connected with this one, so it will automatically, I guess, it will or shut down the CPU or alert you if there is any problem with the cable. What I did, I installed this one from Amazon. It has a nice heatsink over there, so it's gonna help dissipate some of the heat. There's another one which it's less height. It's really flat over here, but I think this one looks pretty nice. Yeah, pretty much that's pretty much the system how it is. Yeah, the RAM, I think it's like 32 gigabyte of RAM, and I want to show you guys on the back to see how the system is actually clean. I forget to mention the water block. This one is from Modding Cafe from Ben. He's he making some really nice water block, and as you can see, the tubing are hidden. There's no tube over here. You can see this one because I removed the cover. You know, this one I cannot fill the system because I have to remove this one first and pass it through this system here. So, you know, so the only tubing exposed will be this one on the front, on the close to the radiator, and this one here, but that's really minimal. And of course here where the GPU is, but there's nothing I can do over there because that's the only way it will fit the pump over here. So now to fill the system was a little bit tricky. You see this one, so you have some space here to run the cables, but instead it's running this one and this one. So this is an infill. So when you have to fill the system, you have space over here. So you just remove the cap and you just install one of the fittings, and you have plenty of space to use a bottle like this to fill it up. So I'm sorry, I didn't see it was autofocus, this one. So you pretty much install something like this, and this one comes out over here, this one, and you can fill the system pretty easy. And it's just a flexible tube will coming over here. You just fill it out the system, easy peasy, and it will slowly remove all the air from the system. But I could not install this, you know, because this stuff will be all hidden. So I prefer to do the video like this. I show you guys what was done to the system. Now I want to show you on the back so you guys understand a little bit how the system it is. It's pretty much installed on the back. Now I have to say the cable, I'm not sure how it's gonna look like in the final product, but those cables are a little bit messy, I know. But I have a cover. I think the cover might work, it might not work, but yeah, I will show you guys a little bit how the system is. You see, so you can see the tubing is coming from the radiator over here, right? So from here it's pushing from the pump all the way up. It goes to the radiator. From the radiator it goes to the water block of the CPU, and all the way down it goes to the second radiator, and then it goes directly from the radiator to the GPU water block, and comes back here and goes again into the water, into the radiator on the top. So yes, here we'll do pretty much, it's gonna be something like that. I'm not sure if in the final videos it's gonna show like something like this. So it's gonna pretty much close everything. I'm not sure it's gonna fit. I will try my best to see if it fits something like that. If not, it will be something like this, because there's so many wire and cable to connect over there, and it's a little bit messy. Hopefully I will be able to do it. But yeah, that's pretty much it. You have like the hub where you can connect the RGB lighting and the fan, and you see all the fittings over here. Now another thing that I might do it, I can install some quick disconnect over here. One here, right? And maybe one here. What does it do? So you can disconnect those parts and then you can remove the water block without having any problem. Okay, because the water, it's not gonna fall, even if you don't put it here, because it would be impossible to put quick disconnect over there. It doesn't really matter, because once you disconnect it, the water is not gonna go out. So you'll be able to remove the GPU and change it, the motherboard and stuff like that. I'm not sure if I put the quick disconnector on the front too for the motherboard, for the GPU. It's tricky. There is not that much space. So at the end, I don't know if I will do something like that, but it's definitely achievable. It's not something that, it's actually not that difficult to do. So yeah, that's the back. And yeah, and as you can see, the coolant that I used for the radiator, it's actually the XSPC, this one, the pure one, concentrate, Luminara it's called. And the Luminara, it's like you can pretty much, if you want a red, you just change the RGB LED and all the system will pretty much be red. So how you say it, it reacts to the RGB lights. So you will see some nice effect, and you don't have to change coolant if you want to change color. So it's a nice product. I think AK did something like this. I'm not sure what happened with that, but yeah, guys. So that's pretty much it. And if you want something like this, I don't know, with a different GPU, with a different motherboard, or you want a mix of that, there's no problem. We do this stuff all day. So this was done just to show you guys what we can do. So if you like, please hit the like button. If you don't like, hit the not like button. I prefer not to, but yeah. And please subscribe, and thank you so much for watching, and have a good one.